Product Pioneer, the podcast where we unpack the engineering and the business strategy behind market-shaking products. Today we are diving into the Tesla Model 3, a vehicle that perfectly illustrates how new product development can redefine the entire industry.
That's right, Aryan. For the Model 3, being sustainable wasn't just a nice feature. It was the main strategy to win over everyday car buyers. And they had to invent a whole new way to build cars, relying on super fast automation and vertical integration, meaning they control nearly every part of the making process.
Let's start with the mission, sustainable innovation. Dipendra, how did Tesla embed this mission into Model 3 design and strategy beyond just being electric?
The big move was making the car simple and cheap to build. They designed it with a minimal interior and fewer separate parts. This was not just about saving money, it was about getting millions of people to switch to electric, which is their main environmental goal. And the simplicity helps in the factory. Fewer parts mean less complicated assembly, which means faster production and lower cost. It all worked together.
So let's talk about the battery, the core of the sustainability claim in the Model 3. So what was the NPD breakthrough there?
That is through over-the-air updates. The car is basically a computer. Tesla can send new features, safety fixes, and even make the car drive better overnight just by updating the software. This keeps the product fresh and valuable for years, which is a very smart, sustainable. That is through over-the-air updates. The car is basically a computer. Tesla can send new features, safety fixes, and even make the car drive better overnight just by updating the software. This keeps the product fresh and valuable for years, which is a very smart, sustainable business idea.
Let's pivot to factory floor. The Model 3 famously led to the production hell phase. So what's what Tesla trying to achieve with the radical automation, and what did NPD learn from the struggle? What is your opinion?
They wanted to make cars faster and cheaper than anyone else in the world. They thought if robots could do the work, the factory could run non-stop at a speed no human could match.
Team wasn't just designing the product, they were essentially designing the manufacturing process as a new product itself.
Exactly, but they learned a tough lesson. You can't rush the robots. If the task is too tricky, humans are better. The breakthrough came when they simplified the car's design to make it easier for the robots. And the best example of this is the Giga Press. Instead of taking hundreds of small metal pieces and welding them together to make the car's frame, this giant machine casts a huge section of the car as a single piece.
Let's finally discuss the strategic choice of the vertical integration. Tesla design and manufacture things that every other major automaker outsources. Dipendra, why this strategy matter for NPD success of the Model 3? What is your opinion?
It means they are fast and flexible. If a regular company wants to change their navigation system, they have to wait for an outside supplier to design and deliver the new parts. Tesla designs the chips, the software, and the battery in-house. They can make a change tomorrow. And from the factory side, controlling everything makes production smoother. When there was a global chip shortage, Tesla could quickly change its car software to use different, easier to find computer chip, while other companies had to stop production completely.
The famous over-the-air OTA updates are the direct consequence of this vertical integration. The car is constantly improving because Tesla owns the software stack.
Correct, they own the entire system. They don't just sell you a car, they sell you a piece of hardware that is constantly updated and controlled by their own software ecosystem. That continuous improvement is a massive advantage in the world of NPD.